Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beatrice, and if you're new here, this is going to be my week 3 update on my weight loss journey. And as always, I always start my video by weighing myself in the morning before I've eaten anything or got dressed. So I'm going to switch it back to that and let you see that little clip. It is Tuesday, February 18th, and I am doing my week 3 weigh-in just like I usually do in the morning before eating or drinking anything for the day. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and then talk to you about all the exercise and what I ate for the week. Okay, so now you saw how much I weigh. I weigh 205.2, and if you remember on week 1, that's exactly how much I weighed when I initially started losing weight. So I went from 208 to 205.2, and then last week I weighed 205.8, I think it was, and today I'm back to 205.2. So I have not lost any weight, but I did lose the water weight that initially I thought I gained last week. So I'm happy about that because I did weigh myself a few times prior to today this week, and I was getting a bit worried because the scale was showing higher and higher. My highest point was 207 this week, which I don't know why that happened, but it just jumped down back to 205.2, so I'm back on track and I'm back to where I left off the first week. So this week I gotta really kick it up a notch so I can continue to lose weight, and whether it was water weight or not, I don't know, but I'm going to share with you everything I did eat for the week, starting with the first day, which was one of my first cheat days so far. And so I started the day, I guess it wasn't too bad of a cheat day, but I did have some unhealthy things in there. I started my day with a breakfast quesadilla, which consisted of just tortilla, shredded cheese, and 2 eggs. And I cooked that in olive oil, and I had coffee with that. For lunch, I had my first fast food meal ever since starting the weight loss. We had Chick-fil-A, and I had a spicy chicken sandwich with the waffle fries. Then I had one of their diet lemonades, and then I had a frozen coffee. And then for dinner, it was kind of healthy, kind of unhealthy. We had some like pan-fried pork, and my husband made a gravy for that. And we did have turnip mashed potatoes, so it's healthier than regular mashed potatoes, but those had cheese and butter in them, and I think some milk too. And we had green beans with that, so that was sort of healthy. I had ice cream for dessert, so that was just regular ice cream. And I didn't do any exercise that day. So day 2, I did do exercise. I did 30 minutes on the treadmill on incline. And that day I was also baking all day. We were preparing for an open farm day we were going to have that weekend. So I was baking stuff all day long. Actually, for the next 3 days I was baking stuff. So for breakfast that day, I made these little balls with oatmeal, peanut butter, and some cocoa powder. So I had that for breakfast. I made, I think it was 5 or 6 of them. You'll see that in the picture. And then for lunch or snack, I guess you can call it, I had a Bolt House juice and I had some pork rinds. And I also had some strawberries with, I would call it cheesecake filling, but it was cream cheese mixed with sugar because I was making some muffins for our sale. So I used some of that cream cheese filling and I put it on some fresh strawberries and I ate that for a snack. And for dinner, I bought stuff at Walmart. It was like a pre-prepared Mexican chicken soup. So I cooked that, and we had some sweet corn cake, which is kind of like a cornmeal, or not cornmeal, cornbread, like a sweet cornbread. And that was pre-prepared too. All I had to do was bake it in the oven. And I put a picture of that, and it was really good. Number 3, the third day, I did 30 minutes of workout using YouTube videos. Again, full body, intense workout. I was sore the next day from that. For breakfast that same day, I had lemon water and then coffee. And I made a smoothie made with blackberry, papaya, and I added monk fruit sweetener, almond milk, and some maca powder. For lunch, I snacked on just pepperoni, and I ate 4 of the chocolate rice cakes. Or 2 of the chocolate rice cakes, and then we had salted caramel rice cakes. Those are Quaker brand. I put a picture of those too. And then I had some pork rinds, so That was another day where I was baking all day, didn't have time to actually have a sit-down lunch, but I had snacks throughout the lunchtime. And for dinner, we had chicken drumsticks, green beans, and cheesy potatoes. So I had 2 chicken drumsticks that day. That was day 3. Day 4, that was the day before, let me make sure. Okay, the day before our event that we were hosting at our house. So it took me 3 hours from the morning, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Yeah, 3 hours to set everything up. I was feeding the animals, scrubbing all the water containers, setting up tents, lifting tables, setting up everything. So that took me 3 hours to do by myself. And that was a pretty good exercise. Broke a sweat doing that and did some heavy lifting. So that day I prepared myself another papaya blackberry smoothie. And this time I added peanut butter powder to it for protein, some more maca powder. And then I also had 2 eggs with cheese because I knew I was going to be working outside so much. So I made sure to have a good breakfast that day. And then I had 2 of the leftover chicken legs for my lunch with a fruit salad. And then I had pepperoni, and I snacked on pepperoni, and I had banana with peanut butter for snack. And for dinner that day we kept it simple. I had fish and vegetables. I also cooked white rice for the family, but I only had the fish and vegetables that day. Alright. Yeah, so that day I didn't have no exercise because all the setting up in the morning was my exercise. Day number 5, I started the day with 2 eggs with ham and cheese and some coffee. This was the day of the event that we had, so I had no lunch. We were so busy from 9:30 in the morning up until like 4 o'clock. We were busy, so didn't even have time to drink water that day. But for dinner, we did go out to a Mexican restaurant, and they always bring out chips and salsa, so I ate some of those. And then I had a dish, I took a picture of it. It was like kind of like a flank steak, grilled flank steak. It had peppers and onions, and it came with some corn tortillas that I shared with my daughter. So it came with 4 tortillas. She got 2 of them, and I ate the other 2, and I split the steak with her. And I also ordered 2 ground beef tacos, so I ended up having those. And it also came with salsa, lettuce, some black beans, and rice, but I gave most of that to my daughter. So she had something to eat for her dinner. That day I came back home. We were so exhausted. I almost fell asleep on the bed at 7:30 p.m. But I was like in a food coma from so much food at the Mexican restaurant, and I told myself I had to do some type of exercise, even though I was on my feet all day working. But I did end up getting up, and I did 20 minutes on the treadmill and 15 minutes of just like sit-ups, push-ups, leg exercises. So I did that. Day number 6. Oh, I'm getting lost here. Okay, day number 6. I kind of relaxed this whole day. I believe this was Sunday. So I did do some exercises throughout the day, as in sit-ups, leg exercises, arm exercises, push-ups. I did some of those throughout the day, but I didn't like set time for exercise. I just did them throughout the day. For breakfast, I had a small papaya, and I made some ham wraps, which was just 4 slices of ham, and I put hummus inside of them and rolled it up. And then I had a little mandarin, and coffee. And then I made some cheese pepperoni bread, and I did have 2 pieces of that. And that was homemade bread. And then throughout the day I ate 4 mandarins and coffee. And then for dinner that day, kept it simple again. We had codfish, and it was like stewed codfish. So it was cooked in tomato sauce and with vegetables and a little bit of white rice. And then at nighttime, here comes the sugar cravings again. I try to keep it healthy by cooking a sliced banana with a little bit of butter in a pan and sprinkled it with cinnamon. So no sugar, just cinnamon, butter, and the banana. That was really good. I found that idea online too. But it was good. I bet you it would be better on top of ice cream. But I just had the banana and it was satisfying. And bananas are always filling at any time of the day. So, day 7, that was yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. Okay, I had black coffee with monk fruit sweetener. And I was on my way to Orlando to help my sister out with some stuff in her house. So I picked up a grilled snack wrap from McDonald's because I didn't really eat breakfast that day, just the coffee. And for lunch, she bought some rotisserie chicken, and I had a piece of the breast with some salad and a piece like this of the French baguette bread. And I drank a small apple ale that she gave me. And for dinner, we did have Popeyes, but I ate one Popeyes chicken thigh, one biscuit, and some green beans. So that was the second time we ate out for that week. And okay, so I didn't lose weight, but I think I did lose the water weight. I did exercise most of the week, and I stayed active and busy the whole week. I really didn't want to start tracking calories again, but I downloaded the MyFitness app again just because I want to make sure that I am controlling like my calories, because like I write everything down, but it's not the same as doing the measurements and calculating the calories. I just want to make sure that I am eating low enough calories where I have a calorie deficit. So I downloaded the MyFitness app, and I'm going to open it so you can see I logged in my weight. I logged in 206, even though I'm 205.2, but I'm starting it off at 206. I'll probably update it tomorrow. So I set it at 206, and then my height is 5'4", and I am 28 years old. So in order to lose 2 pounds a week, I'm trying to see if I can show you. So here, I don't know if you can see that. It's showing that in order to lose 2 pounds a week, which is the maximum of the choice it gives you, that I have to eat basically 1,300 calories, or 1,310 calories to be exact. So that is how much I have to eat in order to lose 2 pounds a week. And then obviously if I do exercise and I work some of that off, I have to eat some of that back, because you don't want to go too below that. They say for women, the least you can eat is 1,200 to be at a healthy level. You don't want to eat below that. And I tried downloading Fat Secret. Somebody on one of my videos told me, I forgot it was a homestead or a farm page. They told me to try that one. I tried it, but when I put my weight and stuff, it was saying that I need to eat 2,100 calories to lose 2 pounds a week, and I felt like that wasn't accurate, because that sounds more of a like maintenance weight type of calories. So I went back to my fitness app, because I've had this one before and it had my information. All I had to do was download the app again and log into it. So 1,300 calories seems like a little bit, but you have to remember I am shorter. I'm only 5'4", and I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm not like extremely active. I do my exercise and farm chores and cooking and cleaning. But like the farm chores, cooking and cleaning, my body's already used to that, so I don't count that as exercise. I only count what I do in addition to that. So I don't think 1,300 calories is bad. I'm going to try it, and we'll see what happens. Maybe that's what it is. I'm eating too many calories, not being mindful of it. I am making healthier choices, but I could possibly be eating too much of those healthy choices, like peanut butter and stuff. Just 1 tablespoon of peanut butter is like, I think 190 calories. And it's so easy to eat 4 or 5 tablespoons of peanut butter in one sitting. So I'm going to work more on keeping track of my calories. So everything I eat, I'm going to log into there. And then I think the app will also make it easier to go do these weekly overviews, because everything will be already on the app and I can just look at it that way. And I can also track how much water I'm drinking, so that's going to be very helpful. So I am looking forward to seeing how tracking my calories and not going above the limit that I have set on the app is going to help me in losing weight and losing it faster. And as long as I am keeping under my calories, then I know if I do gain weight or if I'm not losing, it's because of the muscle weight or water retention, like I mentioned before. But that'll give me a more clear view of what's going on. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and I will see you guys again for week 4. And I hope you guys come back and check it out. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comments if you have a weight loss journey channel as well, or just a personal family channel or something, and I'll be sure to follow you too. Thank you. Bye.